Look, wide receivers right now are really good. Ranking all of them like we did today was a lot tougher than you might expect, but we bit the bullet and did our best. And all things considered, I think we're pretty spot on with this list. For all the love today's quarterbacks get, it feels like we're also in the golden era of wide receivers. In 2021 alone, 23 different wide receivers hit 1,000 receiving yards and 4 more surpassed 900. Every club has at least one prolific pass catcher that can single-handedly take over a game, though some are fortunate to even have 2 or 3. With the 2022 campaign right around the corner, it's time to rank every team's top wideout from worst to first.
25, 20, turns upfield, they don't touch him, touchdown, Seahawks!
Number 32, Christian Watson, Green Bay Packers. Watson is certainly in better position to succeed in 2022 compared to most of his fellow rookie pass catchers. Such is life when Aaron Rodgers is throwing you the football. Watson's combination of size and lightning quick speed should make him a game changer right off the bat. Number 31, Kadarius Toney, New York Giants. If Toney wasn't limited to 10 games in his rookie year, he probably would have surpassed Kenny Galladay's team leading 521 receiving yards. We're not even sure if Toney is the number 1 wideout in New York, or if it's Galladay, or Darius Slayton, or Sterling Shepard. But if we had to guess, Toney will be their go-to guy for Daniel Jones, given his electrifying speed and playmaking abilities. But it's all a guessing game in the Meadowlands right now. Number 30, Jacoby Myers, New England Patriots. Myers, Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne, and rookie Tyquan Thornton all have a real chance of being the number 1 wideout in Foxborough. Take your pick. We're settling on Myers because he was far and away the team's top receiver last year. Mac Jones rolled a lot on the 6'2", 200-pound Myers, who runs and moves especially well for a man of his size. Even if someone else emerges as the main receiver in Foxborough, Myers is at least a reliable number 2 option going forward. Number 29, Robert Woods, Tennessee Titans. If Woods wasn't coming off an ACL tear, we'd probably have him higher on this list. We also don't know how he'll fare in a rush-first offense. Going from Sean McVay's prolific passing game to the inconsistent Ryan Tannehill leaves us with more questions than answers. Also, don't be surprised if first-round rookie Treylon Burks emerges as the go-to guy as the season progresses. Number 28, Elijah Moore, New York Jets. Will it be Moore, rookie Garrett Wilson, or veteran Corey Davis as the number 1 wideout in Gotham? We're assuming it's gonna be Moore, given the chemistry he showed with Zach Wilson last year. In 10 games, the crafty Moore had 43 catches for 438 yards and 5 touchdowns. Wilson has nowhere to go but up following a rocky rookie year, so don't be surprised if he pushes Moore well past the 1,000-yard mark. Number 27, Drake London, Atlanta Falcons. We just don't know how things will go with Marcus Mariota as the starter. Can Arthur Smith revive Mariota's career, or will rookie Desmond Ridder eventually replace him? London could be an offensive rookie of the year candidate, or he could be a victim of terrible quarterback play that holds him back in year 1. Number 26, Christian Kirk, Jacksonville Jaguars. The pessimist in us says that the Jaguars overpaid for a guy who has never recorded 1,000 receiving yards in a season. The optimist, on the other hand, says that Kirk put up 982 receiving yards in Arizona despite having to share targets with DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, Zach Ertz, James Conner, and Rondale Moore. If Trevor Lawrence makes the monster leap in year 2, Kirk could emerge as a Pro Bowl caliber weapon. Number 25, Rashad Bateman, Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson is healthy, and Marquise Hollywood Brown is no longer in the picture. That all adds up to the 2021 first-round pick taken over as Jackson's favorite wide receiver. Bateman showed promise with 46 catches for 515 yards and a touchdown last season, despite missing 5 games. If Bateman and Jackson stay healthy, look for the former to break out in a big way this season. Number 24, Juju Smith-Schuster, Kansas City Chiefs. Smith-Schuster hasn't played like a wide receiver once since his 2018 breakout season, in which he posted 1,426 yards. Of course, injuries and lackluster play from the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterbacks haven't really helped matters. Now Juju gets the chance to rebuild his value as Patrick Mahomes' go-to receiver. Of course, rookie Sky Moore or free agent pickup Marquez Valdes-Scantling could take over as the number 1 wideout as well. But when you consider all the factors, it's pretty easy to see why Smith-Schuster should be in for his best season since 2018. Number 23, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Detroit Lions. Rookie Jameson Williams would have taken this spot if he was good to go for week 1, but it's unclear when he'll make his debut. That means sophomore Amon-Ra St. Brown remains Jared Goff's go-to guy for the time being. The 2021 fourth-rounder broke out with 90 catches for 915 yards and 5 touchdowns in year 1. Now it's time to prove that it wasn't beginner's luck, but rather the start of something special. Number 22, Amari Cooper, Cleveland Browns. Amari Cooper leaves the high-flying Dallas offense to join a Cleveland offense that would much rather run the ball down their opponent's throat rather than throw 40-plus passes a game. His numbers should suffer as a result, but Cooper is still only 28 years old. And if it weren't for a couple of missed contests in 2021, he'd be coming off his third straight consecutive 1,000-yard season. Number 21, Darnell Mooney, Chicago Bears. Mooney broke out in year 2 with 81 catches for 1,055 yards and 4 touchdowns. With Allen Robinson no longer in the fold, Mooney can expect even greater production. That's good news for his fantasy football owners, but not for the Bears as a team. Who else is Justin Fields going to throw the ball to? Regardless, Mooney is in excellent position to have his best season yet in 2022. Number 20, Deontay Johnson, Pittsburgh Steelers. It's tough to rank Johnson. Rookie George Pickens turned heads in preseason play and could absolutely take over as the lead receiver in Steel City. But we also don't know what to expect of Pittsburgh's quarterback situation with Mitch Trubisky and Kenny Pickett. But if Johnson can put up 107 catches for 1,161 yards and 8 touchdowns with the 2021 version of Ben Roethlisberger, who knows? Maybe there's another gear that we have yet to see from the 26-year-old. Number 19, Michael Thomas, New Orleans Saints. Unquestionably, the toughest one to rank. Thomas missed all of last season and appeared in just 7 games the year before. If he's healthy and on, he could emerge as a top 10 receiver again. But we also have no clue what to expect given that he hasn't played a full season in 3 years. Rookie Chris Olave and free agent pickup Jarvis Landry will eat up a ton of targets as well. For all we know, Thomas will end up being the number 2 or number 3 pass catcher for the Saints. Number 18, Courtland Sutton, Denver Broncos. Sutton enters the 2022 season with sky-high expectations thanks to the arrival of Russell Wilson. Sutton has surpassed 700 yards in each of his 3 healthy seasons, including a career-high 1,112 yards in 2019. For once, he has an elite QB throwing him the football, so we expect big things for the SMU product. We should note, however, that Jerry Jeudy has a decent chance of unseating Sutton as the top wideout in Mile High City. Either way, both men should greatly improve with Wilson now leading the offense. Number 17, Michael Pittman Jr., Indianapolis Colts. Pittman broke out as a sophomore with 1,082 receiving yards, and that was with Carson Wentz throwing him the football. The sky is the limit for Pittman now that Matt Ryan is the one lining up behind center in Indy. Ryan can still sling it all right, and Pittman has virtually no competition for targets in the Colts offense. Add it all up, and it is very likely that the second-round wideout from 2020 improves on his impressive sophomore season. Number 16, Brandon Cooks, Houston Texans. Cooks deserves a lot more respect than he gets. 6 1,000-yard seasons with 4 different teams, yet 0 Pro Bowl nods? What else does he have to do for you? The dude is a model of consistency. It doesn't matter how good or bad Davis Mills is in year 2, because Cooks is a lock for 1,000 yards provided he's healthy. Number 15, DJ Moore, Carolina Panthers. Moore was already a star before Carolina acquired Baker Mayfield. Say what you want about the latter, but he's a massive upgrade over Sam Darnold or Cam Newton. With 3 straight seasons of over 60 catches and 1,100 receiving yards on his resume, Moore is as reliable as they come. Hopefully, Baker helps Moore reach another level in 2022 and beyond. Number 14, Keenan Allen, Los Angeles Chargers. Not much more to say about Allen at this point. He too is a model of consistency with at least 90 receptions and over 900 receiving yards in each of the last 5 years. Austin Eckler and Mike Williams have taken some of the attention off of him, but Allen remains one of the toughest one-on-one matchups thanks to his elite route running abilities. Another 90-catch 1,000-yard season is in order as long as Justin Herbert's throwing him the ball. Number 13, Terry McLaurin, Washington Commanders. McLaurin's production with such mediocre quarterback play is nothing short of admirable. Give him an elite QB, and who knows how great his production would be. Now, for all the hate Carson Wentz gets, he should be better than any QB McLaurin has played with thus far. So, the man with over 900 receiving yards in each of his 3 seasons might take another big leap forward in 2022. Number 12, CeeDee Lamb, Dallas Cowboys. Lamb led Dallas in catches and yards last season, and he'll easily do so again in 2022. Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson are gone, and Michael Gallup will miss time recovering from an ACL tear. Few receivers are more explosive with the ball in open space, and only a handful of guys can match or top Lamb's route running abilities. As Dak Prescott's go-to guy, he is in line for a monster 2022 season. Number 11. A.J. Brown, Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, he now has to compete with fellow star Devontae Smith for targets, but if Brown can put up all-world numbers on a Tennessee offense built around Derrick Henry, who knows how much better he can do in Nick Sirianni's offense. Having Smith take some of the attention from opposing defenses could actually help Brown enjoy his best season yet. Either way, Jalen Hurts will have a blast feeding these two studs for years to come. Number 10. Mike Evans, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Death, taxes, and Mike Evans recording 1,000 receiving yards in a season. He reached that feat in each of his first 8 NFL seasons, which, by the way, stands as an NFL record. With Antonio Brown and Rob Gronkowski no longer around, Evans could totally have the best statistical season of his career. With Tom Brady throwing him the ball, you know Evans will at least hit double-digit scores. Number 9. DK Metcalf, Seattle Seahawks. Losing Russell Wilson definitely hurts, but Metcalf has proven he is a borderline top 10 receiver since his 2019 rookie year. Metcalf's size, physicality, speed, and athleticism make him one of the most imposing receivers the NFL has ever seen. Even though he's going from Wilson to Drew Lock or Geno Smith, we trust that Metcalf will still perform like a superstar. Number 8. DeAndre Hopkins, Arizona Cardinals. You know what you're getting in Hopkins when he's on the field. It's just a shame he won't be on it for the first 6 games of the season as he serves his suspension for PEDs. He consistently provides his team with all pro level production. We saw how much Arizona suffered with Hopkins sidelined last year. Now we wait and see if they'll suffer again without him throughout the first month and a half in 2022. Number 7. Tyreek Hill, Miami Dolphins. It's tough to project how Hill will perform with Tua Tagovailoa and not Patrick Mahomes throwing him the football, but Hill's speed and explosiveness are world-class, making it hard for us to believe that he'll flop in South Beach. So he deserves a top 10 ranking here. He probably won't challenge for the receiving yards title in Miami, but Hill should still get it done without Mahomes. Head coach Mike McDaniel is also too much of an offensive genius to let Hill down here. Number 6. Deebo Samuel, San Francisco 49ers. His 1,405 receiving yards were 5th most in the league, despite also receiving a heavy running back workload. Deebo proved in 2021 that he is something special and worth every single penny of the $71.55 million extension he signed. With Trey Lance taking over the offense for Jimmy Garoppolo, there is no telling how much better Samuel could be in 2022. Number 5. Justin Jefferson, Minnesota Vikings. You can put Jefferson anywhere you want in the top 5, honestly. We wouldn't fully bet against the idea of him claiming the top spot by the end of the year. New head coach Kevin O'Connell will transition towards a much more pass-heavy offense, and that bodes well for Jefferson and Kirk Cousins. With 3,016 receiving yards through 2 seasons, there really is no telling just how great Double J can become. Number 4. Stephon Diggs, Buffalo Bills. Diggs has also made his case as football's best receiver since joining Buffalo in 2020. He and Josh Allen are arguably the most unstoppable QB wide receiver duo in the league. And that isn't going to change anytime soon. Diggs led the league in catches and receiving yards 2 years ago. Would you really be surprised if he finished as the leader in either stat once again? Number 3. Jamar Chase, Cincinnati Bengals. All Chase did as a rookie was rack up 81 catches for 1,455 yards and 13 TDs. Oh, and his Bengals were so close to winning the franchise their first Super Bowl championship. The scary part is that Chase hasn't even hit a ceiling yet. Joe Burrow had little time to throw last year, but Chase just kept getting wide open anyway. An improved offensive line means more time for Burrow and thus even better production for Chase in year 2. Number 2. Devontae Adams, Las Vegas Raiders. It's hard not to put Adams in the number 1 spot, but we do need to see how he fares without Aaron Rodgers. And though Derek Carr is a very good QB, Adams still has to compete with Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow for targets. Not that the number 2 spot is bad or anything. Number 1. Cooper Kupp, Los Angeles Rams. Kupp just won the receiver triple crown, and the Super Bowl, and Super Bowl 56 MVP honors. That was arguably the best NFL season for a receiver ever. They say to be the man, you gotta beat the man. Well, let's see someone else top Kupp's numbers in 2022 before we consider removing him from the number 1 spot. But which wide receiver do you think will lead the NFL in yards this season? Join us in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton, and hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.